So for many of you, you guys do not know, August of 2024, I had to have an emergency surgery. I had a strangulated hernia, and you can see in this picture, this is my stomach, guys. My stomach was so protruded. It was in so much pain, and my navel was just bulged out of control. So they had to have an emergency surgery. They told me there was a possibility I would have to have a colostomy bag, and part of my small bowel would have to be removed. The lady that you just saw in the video, she was getting ready to insert this G-tube into my nose. It was the most painful experience on top of already being in pain, because they just shove it down your nose. They do not put you to sleep, and it was just god awful. I didn't know what to do. I was just so shocked. It was just everything happening so fast. But I have a strong belief in God, and I stayed praying. I stayed trusting. I stayed faithful to God. I spent a lot of time alone in solitude. I spent 10 days in the hospital, and I was resilient. So this is what I'm currently doing. Just determined to prove those doctors wrong, that there was no cancer, that there was nothing wrong with me, and that I just knew that I was going to bounce back. I knew that God was going to heal me. In my 10-day stay, I had to have a nutrient bag. I think it's called an LPN bag, where they basically feed you through an IV. They just didn't want me eating because they didn't want me to blow back up. As you can see, I did have to have a colostomy bag. Supply bag, right? That was just emotionally, physically, I'm running low, mentally very hard on your girl, because I'm used to being that girl. I'm used to being independent, and I was just determined that I was going to still be that girl. I walked in that hospital. I just kept going. I kept working on my business. I was just very much resilient, and I thank God for the gift of resiliency. This year, January, a week before my 36th birthday, I was able to get my colostomy bag completely removed. As y'all can see here, I was so happy to be done with that surgery process. A week after surgery, I got my ass up. I was resilient. I walked, I exercised, and I completely healed with no issues, no cancer, no nothing. And I'm feeling good. I'm walking, I'm breathing, and I'm looking good for 36.